Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video doing some predictions for Under the Dome Season 2, specifically talking about will Barbie survive? Okay, so I wanted to get this video taken care of before it's too late, before I forget about all the events of Under the Dome Season 1, since, it did just end a couple weeks ago, and I did enjoy the first season of Under the Dome. I thought it was a really cool show to check out during the summertime. Now, originally it was supposed to just be one season, so we weren't going to be getting multiple seasons, and it did so well, CBS basically announced they're going to be renewing it, and we will see it again for Season 2. As far as we know, all the cast will be returning, Dean Norris will be returning, every different actor we've had for different characters will be, and we'll see what happens there on out. It's supposed to be another 13 episodes, and there's no, say one way or another whether or not the second season will be the last season. I assume, as long as people keep watching, we could get to see at least a few seasons of Under the Dome. Now, I will also say I have not read Under the Dome, the book, Stephen King novel, so for anyone who has, please don't ruin it for us. I'm trying to do some predictions here for what I think is going to happen in Season 2, and regardless, people have told me that with Under the Dome, the book is completely different from the television series. So the television series is not really something, if you've read the book, it's going to solve it for you. I actually don't even know if all of the same characters are in the book that are in the show. I don't think they are. I think there's a lot of new added ones, and there's a lot of different things happening. That being said, I really don't know where they're going with Under the Dome. I think a lot of people were disappointed by the finale, and not seeing any really major character deaths in the finale, not seeing resolution of the events that were leading up to it, and seeing that huge cliffhanger, which is basically whether or not Barbie's going to survive, or if he's going to be hung, basically, by Junior and Big Jim. So, it's... And even after that occurs, okay, what are they going to do with the show afterwards? I think we're going to need to see a lot more characters come in, and we're going to need to see a lot more things happen. The whole Monarch thing, and then when Julia just drops the egg into the water, the pink stars falling, and then the dome clearing up again. I mean, it all just was like, okay, but the dome's still there. Some people were speculating that it looks really shiny on the outside, meaning that people might not be able to look in from the outside. I mean, that's possible, but what difference does it really make in terms of the story? Like, what does that really do for the story for us? Is the dome eventually going to come down? Are the characters going to begin to starve? Is there going to be some kind of survival crisis here? I mean, there is for Barbie right now, but is there going to be for everybody in the town? What direction are they going to go with the show? So that kind of interests me to see where they're going to go with it, what they're going to do, and what kind of show this is going to end up being over the long term, rather than just a character drama. Are we going to see some kind of survival horror or survival, because originally I think it was the book I read online from Stephen King was supposed to be called, there was another title, The Cannibals, and some other things like that, and he wanted to mix in some of those elements. Now, I don't know if they're going to bring that in the television series, because the television series has been pretty light compared to that kind of a concept, to start seeing cannibals under the dome when people are starving. That's a really dark concept, so I don't know if CBS is going to go that route. I would like to see the show get darker, though. We have had character deaths, and it has been a really fun show to see characters die off and what will happen, and see Big Jim sort of take over the town and be challenged by a couple people, but in the end win, at least so far. So I am interested to see what happens with it. In terms of them killing off Barbie with the season finale in particular, I do not think they're going to. And my logic behind it is basically the fact that Barbie has been introduced to the show, he's been a mainstay all the way through, and they haven't really, I mean, he's had a good amount of scenes, a good amount of time, but you know, I feel like he's such an important main character in the show that I don't think they're just going to kill him off just like that. I don't feel like they have enough characters in Under the Dome to really be, you know, hacking Barbie and hacking these other characters. I don't exactly know story-wise how it could be, how it could happen, if Junior could just flat out say no and won't do it and won't let Big Jim do it, if the people will, you know, change their minds, that type of thing. But my prediction for season 2 is that Barbie is not going to die, simply by virtue of the fact that we don't have enough characters in the show. So I think something's going to happen with him, and they're going to use him later on for other things. Now, Big Jim, on the other hand, it's already been predicted by the Dome, is going to die, and Junior and the others are going to be the ones to do it. So we've seen so far the Dome has pretty much been correct. We'll see what happens with it next, and it will be interesting to see a little bit more about the Dome and what's going to happen, you know, outside the Dome, and maybe we'll get to learn a little bit more about the aliens that created the Dome, why they did that, and what's going to happen outside it, and why the Dome is there to protect them, which is apparently what it is, but we haven't seen protect them from what. We don't know yet. So in terms of any other predictions I can make aside from I believe Barbie's going to survive, I think Big Jim eventually is going to die. I hope it's not soon, because I think he's the best character on the show, at least in my opinion. Being a Dean Norris fan from Breaking Bad, I think he's the most fun and most interesting character in all of Under the Dome. Junior is also a really cool character. I'd like to see more stuff from him. A little bit more of that craziness, but at the same time not. You know, he's got some good angles. I like him as a character as well too. And the other characters on the show, Angie's in there. You know, she's not a bad character. We've seen a good amount of stuff with her. I think the actress does a pretty good job. She needs to eat more, but that's besides the point. Julia, I mean, she almost died, so I think she's going to be safe for a while now. You know, after a character has a near death, they usually tend to be okay for a long time, no matter what series you're watching. And, you know, Linda, I like her as a character. A lot of people hate Linda. I do like Linda as a character. I think she's not bad. You know, police officer, you know, she's not the smartest, but hey, what are you going to do, right? Big Jim's an expert at manipulating people. We see it all the time. So that's cool to see as well too. And aside from that, we don't have too many other characters. I mean, there are others, but are there any other like really like main characters? I mean, the teenagers, yeah. You know, aside from that, that's all we got, you know. So if they kill off Barbie, they're going to have to be introducing a lot of new characters, because there just aren't that many others. So anyway, I am excited to see what happens with Under the Dome next summer. It's a cool show for me because I watch Walking Dead, of course, and then I watch Game of Thrones, because that starts right after The Walking Dead ends. And then when Game of Thrones ends, within a couple weeks, Under the Dome starts. So then I could have a show to follow through the summer. And then Breaking Bad, unfortunately, is done, so I won't have that. But there will be, you know, I mean, there are other shows too. I don't know if Low Winter Sun's going to continue. That might get canceled. I haven't really checked out to see, you know, how good the after the premiere episodes are. But there's other shows too after that. You know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is starting. That may get a second season. Lots of other good shows on AMC. You know, just lots of different stuff. So I like having the Under the Dome, because it's at that spot in the summer where I like to watch drama series, and there's really nothing else on like it. There's hardly any drama shows on during the summertime, and that's really cool that CBS made Under the Dome. I hope it continues, and I hope it actually just gets even better in season 2. I think it probably will, as long as they don't lose their direction, and I want to see more of the survival horror type, because I'm a big fan of that genre. And Under the Dome, I mean, you got to think there'd be a lot of problems, and that people would start running out of food and things like this. Things can't always go good, and, you know, maybe I just like darker shows. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about Under the Dome, what you thought of Season 1, what you think of Season 2. Do some predictions about it. That is my predictions video for Under the Dome Season 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. And for any Under the Dome subscribers, in terms of Under the Dome, I'll see you next summer in terms of all the other shows, you know, daily videos. Later, guys. Peace.